Wednesday already. The week is flying, but we've got some decent rainfall the last couple of days to show you how that's added up, and some more on the way still too, how much more we're expecting. First, let's start off with your traffic camera network. Interstate 80, wet pavement, but so far no accidents, fairly quiet. Before we get to the forecast, I want to show you what's racked up so far with this 2-day severe weather outbreak that we've had. Likely going to be classified as a tornado outbreak because so far we've got 24 confirmed tornadoes and we're not done. The threat continues to shift east and it'll be into parts of the Carolinas and even parts of Florida today, so we're likely going to see that number increase. What we don't want to see are either of these two numbers increase either. So you see we've got a lot of tornado icons on the map, each one representing a report of a tornado. But again, a lot of these are the same reports for the same tornado, so they'll thin these out as the days go on and they survey. But sadly, we're talking this morning about 2 people dead, one for sure in the tornado that came through parts of New Orleans last night. Just a devastating storm, and really scary to see that too, coming into a highly populated area. Certainly something you get when the severe weather shifts into the eastern half of the United States. Back closer to home this morning, nothing that severe or complicated to talk about anyway. We've just got some drizzle and also some light rain falling across the region. But for the most part, we're getting a break in the steady rain. We're waiting for our next piece of energy to arrive, and that's near Quincy. That'll work up some more scattered shower activity into the afternoon. But until then, it's going to be cloudy and drizzly for the next several hours. And very similar to yesterday, we'll have temperatures staying in the 50s. And then you see that steadier shower activity arriving from noon and onward. We're finally getting some relief from the drought, so I want to show you how much rain has fallen so far, the heaviest of which has been east of the Mississippi River. It's this corridor here stretching from Joe Davis County all the way down just south of Interstate 80. That's where most locations have picked up a ½ inch to as much as an inch, depending on where you live. But the rain is falling perfectly on top of where the most severe drought is. So again, most of the Quad Cities in a moderate drought. Nearly everyone in that moderate drought has picked up some meaningful rain with this system that's been pushing through. So the low pressure itself is going to continue to slowly spin on top of us today. There's that energy I just showed you in Quincy working northward and giving more widespread shower coverage by the time we get to 3 o'clock this afternoon. Then as the energy moves off to the east, we'll see that coverage decrease again overnight. Just a couple of showers, some drizzle. But interestingly enough, tomorrow morning, enough cold air on the backside of this, especially for areas west of the Quad Cities, that we could see some snow shower activity with this. This is 7 o'clock. No concerns or worries about this impacting the morning commute tomorrow. Again, it's not going to be falling heavy enough and the ground is still very warm thanks to this recent spurt we've had with a lot of the warmth in the last couple of days. But finally, by tomorrow afternoon, this weather system will be out of here. Not before leaving another ½ inch to perhaps as much as ½ inch of rain, but we'll take it. Nice soaking. Chilliest air, that's over top of us the next couple of days. Then we'll start to see that ease some as we go into the weekend. But next week promises to be a little more spring-like. That's when I think we have a better chance at more widespread 50s, perhaps a couple of 60s working back into the forecast. So we got to pack some patience to get spring back because it's going to be a number of days before we do that. I mean, it will be fairly warm on Friday, but by the weekend we're going to cool down a little bit, throw some wind. So that means we're going to have some wind chills to deal with on Saturday and Sunday. It'll feel more like the upper 30s at times, but there are some improvements next week. I think we'll be back into the 50s by at least Monday, and then some more showers arriving by Tuesday.
All right, Andrew.